Point with 21 wins in the column. But here they are with those 21 wins, looking to pick up a big number 22. Opening tip in the air, and opening possession goes to the Orange. Mangakahia on the drive and blocked by Morgan Jones.
Freshman Morgan Jones making her 4th career start, drawing the assignment there early on Mangakahia.
Quick jumper over everything, knocked out of play. It'll be Florida State basketball. It was Miranda Drummond who came into the season #1 in Syracuse program history in three-point field goal percentage.
And look for Syracuse to shoot the ball from the three-point line anytime they're open. They lead the ACC in three-point field goal attempts.
Morgan Jones put that ball up through contact. Now it's kicked around a bit, and a quick turnover to the Seminoles, pulled out by Jones.
Florida State going to have to solve this 2-3 zone of the Syracuse Orange.
Something about Syracuse and 2-3 zones, huh?
Seems to work quite well.
10 to shoot for Woolfolk. Looking inside to Gillespie, who turns around, puts it up, and scores.
Good start for Kaya Gillespie, finding an opening there in the middle of that 2-3 zone.
Sky hook there from Amaya Finkley to tie it up.
We're going to see this full court pressure a lot from Syracuse as well.
Once again, Seminoles able to beat the press. Now here's Woolfolk. Once again, Gillespie in the middle of that zone, too strong. Valencia Myers and one.
Valencia Myers with the and one putback inside. She really struggled in Florida State's loss down in Coral Gables on Sunday. Played just 14 minutes, had 2 total points, no rebounds in that game, was saddled with foul trouble most of the game. Came back, and Sue Seminoles said she had 2 really good days of practice this week, and Valencia Myers starting off strong for Florida State.
Lead up to 3 for the Seminoles. And now you can cut it right back down.
Gabby Cooper getting on the board early for Syracuse.
Seminoles once again challenged by that full court press.
They'll seem content to break the press and then run some half-court zone offense here early on.
Gillespie, a red-hot start for the transfer from Maryland.
He has been red hot all season long, leading the Florida State Seminoles 16 points a game. Certainly an all ACC caliber type season for Gillespie in her first year as a Seminole.
The preseason newcomer watch list in the ACC. Mangakahia spins out. And now here's Gabby Cooper putting up a prayer and corralled by Valencia Myers.
Good solid defensive possession there for Florida State. Really forced a difficult shot for the Syracuse Orange.
7-5 in favor of the home team Seminoles here in Tallahassee. Now it's Myers in the middle of that zone.
That's going to be a foul on Amaya Finkley. 2 hands on the ball handler. As soon as Myers faces up as a post player, she becomes a perimeter player in the sense that you can no longer put a hand in an arm bar on her, and that's what Finkley was called for there.
Tom, who's struggling to get it in, tipped away by Gillespie, who corrals it back across the midcourt line. Woolfolk on the drive, down the lane, too strong, but she'll make a trip to the free-throw line.
That's Maeva Jaldi Tabdi just into the lineup that's going to come up with the foul there. Got a lot of body contact on the dribble penetration from Naja Woolfolk.
Jaldi Tabdi, one of 3 5-stars to sign with Syracuse back in 2017. So a lot of young talent still developing up in Syracuse. Be a lot of fun to watch them today. We saw Quentin Hillsman earlier. Sue Semrau the head coach for the Seminoles, looking on as Naja Woolfolk tries to make both of her free throws to extend the lead to 4, and she does. And this has really been one fantastic coaching effort by Coach Sue and her staff to get this team to this point this season.
Had to replace all 5 starters from last year's team. Also had to replace 2 assistant coaches, and Sue Semrau certainly should be in the discussion for ACC Coach of the Year. The job she's done here with this young Seminole squad.
Quick shot there from Jaldi Tabdi. Cuts the lead back down to 2 once again. She's bringing out the press. Seminoles break it once again, now inside 20. Here's Jones on the drive, and she stepped out of bounds at Syracuse basketball.
Jones trying to use her athleticism there to get to the rim. It was well defended by Syracuse. Forced her to step on the baseline, the first turnover of the game for Florida State.
Digna Stratmano sending it in to Mangakahia. Tied up with Jones. Now trying to get down the lane. Looking down low to Jaldi Tabdi.
I believe she was in the lane for 3 seconds. That'll be a turnover for the Syracuse Orange.
Seminoles defense forcing some turnovers early. Hanging on to a 2-point lead here with possession. Savannah Wilkinson checking in to send the ball in to Naja Woolfolk. Stacey Lassiter making her way to the scorer's table. Woolfolk tried to kick it out to Gillespie and sent it straight into the media bench. So another turnover by the Seminoles.
If you're Sue Semrau, you certainly don't like turnovers against the press, but you can at least live with the ones that are not live ball turnovers that allow Syracuse to go down and score. Gabby Cooper now going to run the point for Syracuse. Excuse me, that's Kiara Lewis running the point as Mangakahia takes a quick break. And that's a travel inside.
Jaldi Tabdi. .547 left here in the opening quarter in Tallahassee. Seminoles with a chance to stretch their 2-point lead. Woolfolk guarded by Cooper. They'll swing it out to Lassiter. Now looking inside that zone. Looking down low to Wilkinson. Knocked away. And Stratmano comes away with it. And then a foul will be called. It appears against Naja Woolfolk.
Woolfolk with too much pressure there in the backcourt. One thing this Florida State team cannot afford is to pick up early, quick fouls. Not a very deep bench for Sue Semrau's squad. Just 8 healthy players at this point in the season.
And you contrast that with the Syracuse team that is incredibly deep.
That one's going to go on Sayani Lassiter with too much body contact on Lewis. Second team foul on Florida State.
So Kiki Lewis sent to send the ball back into Cooper. Now looking for Jaldi Tabdi, who gets it to go and one.
I believe that's going to be on Nikki Akamu coming over in help side. Needed to just stand there straight up. Instead, reaches in, tries to block the shot, gets a piece of Jaldi Tabdi's arm.
As you mentioned, Melissa, something that the Seminoles cannot afford to mess around with our fouls. That was 3 in one possession. Jaldi Tabdi for the lead. Got it. A 64% free throw shooter on the season, making a big one there to take an early lead. Knowles once again able to beat the press. Now here's Ikamu trying to battle down low. Too strong through contact. And now the ball knocked away by Sissoko. Brought back up by Lassiter. And what an effort defensively. Here's Woolfolk left alone down low, and the Seminoles have the lead right back.
Good hustle play by Sayani Lassiter and good find by Kaya Gillespie. After the scrum on the floor, Florida State comes up with it and gets an easy layup for Naja Woolfolk.
A lot of contact.
Yeah, it looked like could have been a travel there on Sissoko. She finishes strong. Gives Syracuse the lead.
What an action-packed first 5 or so minutes here in Tallahassee. The Orange on the road with the 12-11 lead. line. Here's the third member of our team, Alexandra Wendland.
Thanks, Sean. Well, tonight's game is much more than a battle between two top 25 ranked teams. As you guys mentioned before, they're both 9 and 5 in the conference right now, and they're competing for the 5th seed in the ACC tournament. So the winner of this game will get the head-to-head tiebreaker today. And when I was at the shoot-around for FSU today, there was a different type of energy. So they're ready to win this game. And Coach Quentin Hillsman's message, he said it's simple. They just need to be confident in their decisions and come out ready to play, guys.
All right, thank you so much, Alexandra. It's been a very action-packed first couple of minutes of this ball game. Back and forth, they've gone a 1-point lead for Syracuse. Both teams have popped the ball up a couple of times, but this is a Syracuse team that's shooting 62% from the floor.
Yeah, both teams actually shooting well. Florida State shooting 57%. A little surprised that Syracuse has only attempted 2 threes. They've got 8 of their points in the paint so far here today.
Bulls trying to take the lead right back. Gillespie off the mark, and that ball out of play. Also worth mentioning that as deep as Syracuse is, Emily Engstler not making the trip down to Tallahassee from Syracuse. So she will not be set to play with her orange teammates.
She's a 6'1" freshman. The guard averages about 5 points a game.
Mangakahia.
Nice little scoop move there inside for Syracuse. And more points in the paint for the orange.
Lead now as big as it's been for them in the first quarter, up to 3. Courtney Weber checking in. Gillespie in the middle of that zone. Jones on the drive, cuts the lead to 1.
Nice find from Kaya Gillespie. Hits her teammate Morgan Jones on the wing, and then an easy driving lane for Morgan Jones to get the layup.
Mangakahia working down low, trying to go down the lane, and hacked as she makes her way down to the basket. She'll make a trip to the free throw line.
Morgan Jones got both her arms on that possession, going to make Mangakahia earn it from the free throw line. And again, one of the best in the country as well as in the ACC from the free throw line. Shoots at 86% from the line is Tiana Mangakahia.
Yeah, she's been money in just about every stat you can imagine. Assists, points per game, rebounds, free throws. Shooting nearly 40% from 3. Shooting 45% from the floor coming in here.
Yeah,
looks like we got some blood on her elbow.
She hit the ground there and split open that elbow just a little bit. She'll need to get taped back up before she can jump back in and shoot some free throws.
Certainly has not done anything to harm her case when she was named to the 2018-2019 preseason All-ACC team. And not only arguably the best point guard in the ACC, the only representative from the ACC to perhaps be named the best point guard in the country when all is said and done. One of 10 candidates for the Nancy Lieberman Award. And again, the only ACC point guard represented.
Gonna now have a quick break in the action so that they can clean up some blood on the court. Apparently, as Mangakahia was going to the bench, must have dripped a little bit of blood on the court. Take a quick break here to get that cleaned up by the Florida State athletic training staff. Both coaches use that as a little additional timeout to talk some strategy with their teams. Be 2 shots here for Tiana Mangakahia.
As you mentioned, Melissa, an 86% free throw shooter, trying to extend the lead to 3. Missing the first one.
Have to wonder if maybe that little delay in the action might have caused that miss from Mangakahia. A couple of subs here in for Syracuse.
So she'll split the pair, the lead up to 2 for Syracuse. with 3:16 left in the opening quarter. Again, the Orange bring the press. Great ball pressure on Woolfolk, who splits a pair of defenders, kicks it out to Weber. Now here's Wilkinson. The Seminoles rotate to an open Woolfolk, and she rattles it home to take the lead.
What great ball movement from Florida State. Quickly reversing the ball against that 2-3 zone and finding Woolfolk open in the corner for the three.
Back and forth they go here in the opening quarter. Contact
Valencia
there.
Myers there with the hold. Easy call there. She'd wrapped her hands around Finkley. They're just trying to get around, and the freshman doing everything she can, but that will send Finkley now to the free throw line as Syracuse is in the bonus.
Little grin there from Valencia Myers when she got called with the foul, too.
I think she knew exactly what she had done and thought maybe she would get away with it.
Tie game once again. So here comes the press once more. Akamu skies for the ball. Nearly lost the handle. Seminoles have 20 to work with. To shoot. More good ball movement and a nice block there by the sophomore forward, Stratmana.
They're going to whistle Stratmana, though, for just a little bit too much body contact. That'll send Valencia Myers back to the free throw line. Florida State has been fairly patient on the offensive end, reversing the basketball, looking to go inside. It's been successful when they've been able to go inside out.
Earning trips to the free throw line and staying perfect while they're there. So the lead up to 2 for Florida State with 2:21 left in this first quarter.
Back and forth action between these two top 25 teams.
So you're saying the fans are getting their money's worth here,
Absolutely.
Huh? Mangakahia underneath got the roll. Nice reverse lay-in from Mangakahia. Weber now streaking down the sideline, nearly lost it out of play. Gillespie, baseline J short, and Mangakahia with another rebound.
Finkley doing a nice job there. She kept Gillespie off the glass and made it easy for Mangakahia to grab that rebound.
Stratmana with the extra step called for the travel. So Florida State with the lead, with the chance to take the lead back here with 1:37 left in the quarter.
UConn able to beat the man-to-man pressure that time. Syracuse drops back into that 2-3 zone.
With the kick to Woolfolk, who puts it up from the wing. That ball knocked out behind the backboard. Wilkinson collects it. Akamu for 3 at the buzzer. Off the mark. Good looking shot. A good offensive rebound by the freshman Courtney Weber, and a fresh 30 for the Seminoles.
Akamu had to put that one up. The first original shot didn't hit the rim, so shot clock was winding down. A couple of good hustle plays, a couple of good offensive rebounds for Florida State.
Passing back and forth across that zone, looking down low. Wilkinson over the basket.
That was challenged nicely by Jaldi Tabdi. Forced that miss from Savannah Wilkinson.
Morgan Jones at the scorer's table for Florida State. Mangakahia dribbling it out. 8-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Mangakahia. Inside 10 seconds. Gillespie for 3. Too strong. A collision down low and a shove. That go against Naja Woolfolk. Courtney Weber was also in the neighborhood, but either way, that's free throws for Syracuse.
It's going to be on Courtney Weber, so the Noles got a little bit of a break there, as that would have been the second on Naja Woolfolk. Instead, that goes to Courtney Weber, but it will send Digna Strabmana to the free throw line. She's a 76% free throw shooter on the season. Has not attempted a shot yet today.
So back and forth in the first quarter. Syracuse able to execute in the final seconds, trying to take a 4-point lead. Still 3.1 for Florida State to work with after this free throw attempt. Strapmana to extend the lead, does. So 3.1 before the end of the quarter for Florida State to try to cut into that lead. It'll be Akamu to put up the shot. Banking off the glass and just doesn't go. Good effort from Nikki Akamu and one heck of a first quarter. All the stars, good ball movement from Florida State. Naja Woolfolk connecting from downtown. But Mangakahia also the up and under. She's been dynamite for the Orange. They lead by 4. Washington, their head coach Mike Hopkins making his way to Washington, got him back in the top 25. He actually came to Washington from Syracuse.
Ah.
So there's a connection. It all comes back here, and we get ready to start the second quarter.
Nice job, partner. State handles the pressure again by Syracuse. Syracuse shooting 72% from the floor. 12 of their 22 points have come in the paint so far early on in this game.
Jones on the drive. The Seminoles break that 2-3 zone once
Second
again.
time we've seen that, where the ball went inside to Kaya Gillespie. She fakes the pass to the strong side and comes right back to Morgan Jones for the lay-in.
Jaldi Tabdi.
Good battle inside there between Jaldi Tabdi and Valencia Myers.
Strapmana with the give to Cooper, and Cooper able to stretch the lead back to 4. The baseline, Jay, good.
Cooper with the nice handoff from Strapmana. Used her as a screen to get free and knock down the jumper. State again breaks the press with about 18 seconds left or so to run some offense.
A bump down low against Jaldi Tabdi. So a quick foul from Syracuse.
That'll be the second one on Jaldi Tabdi. I believe that's the second time that Valencia Myers has put the ball on the floor, faced up, and Jaldi Tabdi with the hand check, the extra arm bar. A couple of solid freshmen going at it in the paint.
Several changes there for Syracuse. After the foul, Finkley, Young, and Mangakahia back in. Valencia Myers.
Strong take by the freshman Myers, taking it right at Finkley. Myers with 5 points here already early on in this game.
Lead now back down to 2. Mangakahia with the kick. Now defended by Naja Woolfolk, 10 to shoot. Still guarded well, and contact called against Naja Woolfolk.
Naja Woolfolk doesn't like that call. She felt like she got pushed off. Let's take another look at that if we can.
Thomas Danaher making the call. Coach Sue inquiring his rationale.
Maybe a little bit of a reach in there. Naja Woolfolk had beaten her with the feet, but might have gotten her across the arms. We were screened out. Tom Danaher had a much better angle.
So we've now introduced you to Tom Danaher, Denise Brooks, and Polani Spurlock, the rest of our ACC officiating crew here today. Mangakahia sending the ball out to Isis Young.
Another 3-second violation there. That time I believe it was Finkley in the lane too long for Syracuse. the 6th turnover of the half for the Orange.
Knowles with the chance to tie things up once again. Here's Valencia Myers' spin move. She'll earn a trip to the free throw line. She was double teamed by Mana and Finkley, so we'll see who the call goes against. So the second for Finkley.
Mentioned that Jaldi Tabdi, the other post player that has played significant minutes and already picked up 2 as well, so some foul trouble in the paint now for Quentin Hillsman. Gonna have to bring back Sissoko.
Sissoko and Lewis checking back in for the Orange. Chance to tie it here for Valencia Myers, who does. So we're tied once again. The 6th time already that these two teams have been tied. We've seen 5 lead changes as well. A bump and a call against Morgan Jones.
His 2nd personal foul on Morgan Jones as well.
So now Say Lassiter will check in.
Schwartz have been calling that hand-checking call very tightly here. See Sue Semra over there talking to her players on the bench, motioning that you have to get your hands off.
What a move by Kiki Lewis.
Strong take from Lewis. Redshirt sophomore averages 8.5 points a game.
I think slowing down a little bit here early on, second quarter. Lead down to 2 for Syracuse as Myers battles down low and banks it off the glass.
Tia Myers with one of her best games in ACC play. Up to 11 points now for Myers. The lead all scorers.
Sissoko blocked by Courtney Weber. Seminoles come away with it. Akamu driving in and taking the lead.
All got started from a nice hustle play by Kaya Gillespie underneath. And now Kiera Lewis going to be called with the push-off. Be a turnover for the Orange. Nice block by Weber, and then save by Gillespie into the hands of Ukamu, who then just took it the length of the floor and took it right to the rim.
Lassiter once again skying the collective pass. Seminoles now with the lead. Momentum shifting their direction. The 6th lead change we've seen already. Akamu trying to stretch it. Too strong. Lassiter, another big offensive rebound.
Say Lassiter, the redshirt freshman, Worcester, Massachusetts, making the most of her minutes here tonight.
Gillespie step back jumper in and out. Knocked away by Lassiter.
Steal by Lassiter.
Jump ball. Possession arrow is going to point towards Syracuse. But a good effort from Lassiter. Woolfolk checking back in for the Seminoles as Courtney Weber makes her way out.
Seminole doesn't have a lot of depth, has to risk it with those 2 personal fouls by Woolfolk. Trusts that her junior is going to be able to stay out of foul trouble.
For 5.5 minutes, Sissoko with the long-range jumper. That's going to be a long 2 to tie things up here at 28.
Nice looking jumper from the freshman from Paris, France.
Woolfolk, mid-range, in and out. Gillespie with the follow and she's fouled.
Florida State doing a nice job on the offensive glass. That's the 4th offensive rebound of the game for the Noles. They sent Kaya Gillespie to the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
So the first miss from the free throw line for Florida State. It took 5 minutes into the second quarter to see the first one. But still a chance to take the lead here. That one's in and out as well, but another offensive rebound. Naja Woolfolk comes in, and a fresh 30 for the Seminoles. The effort from the Seminoles so far has been fantastic.
Florida State making a lot of hustle plays right now, trying to get themselves right back in this game. A nice move from Kaya Gillespie down on the low block. What a versatile player Gillespie is. She can knock down the three. She's got that nice mid-range game. She also can shoot it on the low block.
And what a play by Kiki Lewis. Strong takes to the basket over and over by Lewis. She'll earn herself an and one opportunity. And while she makes her way to the free throw line, we'll head to a quick commercial break. Tied at.
Said it definitely enhanced his recruiting process. He said Maeva Zealditabdi has constant connections with French players, whether it be through phone calls or social media, and that despite having 7 international players, playing good teamwork ball is universal.
Yeah, thank you so much, Alexandra. There you see the list of all the international stars. I was laughing with Coach Q earlier. I said, you know, when it comes to having so many players from so many different countries, first of all, the serious question was, how challenging is it to get all these players who speak a bunch of different languages communicating and on the same page? And he said, it's not as challenging as you think. And then I said, all right, so now here's the real question. With all these unique and intricate last names, how much do you rely on nicknames to get them across? He said, hey, I actually have their last names, but I still rely on the nicknames. 1 point lead for the Orange as that ball's knocked out of play. It'll remain Florida State basketball.
Well defended there by Aya Finkley. Valencia Myers tried a multitude of post moves there and couldn't get around Finkley.
And then, of course, in addition to the 7 players for Syracuse who come from countries outside of the U.S., Florida State has 3 of their own. So a large number of international players on both sides here tonight as the runner from Woolfolk goes over everything. As that ball once again knocked out of play. Should still remain Florida State basketball, but only with 3 seconds left on the shot clock.
Florida State's been able to find some driving lanes to the rim. That one by Valencia Myers bounced right around and out, but then Kaya Gillespie right there with another offensive rebound for Florida State.
8th offensive rebound for Florida State. Now a chance to take the lead back at the free throw line for the Seminoles. 8th tie of the game.
Again, it's exactly what you would expect from 2 top 25 teams. Both teams battling it out, back and forth action. Players hitting big shots, making big plays. Both teams showing why they're 2 of the top teams in the ACC.
Morgan Jones checking back in for Florida State. Raven Fox checking in for the Orange. There she is operating at the top of the key.
Not sure if that was a 3-second call. I think that was actually a foul inside on Finkley. That's her 3rd personal foul. So Finkley trying to get position inside on the offensive end and whistled for a foul. That one telegraphed a little bit too much there by Kaya Gillespie, trying to get it inside to Valencia Myers. Threw it right into the hands of the Syracuse Orange.
Mangakahia with the kick out to Fox. The swing around the perimeter. Tipped around, fight for the rebound. Goes to Morgan Jones.
Jones and Myers, 2 freshmen for Florida State, battling, almost knocked it away from one another.
State with the 1 point lead. High-low pass down to Naja Woolfolk, and she'll earn a trip to the free throw line.
Naja Woolfolk looked like she wanted to try to go up with an alley-oop on that one. It wasn't thrown quite high enough, so had to come back down, gather herself, took it right back up. that foul on Jaldi Tabdi, and that's her third foul now. So foul trouble for the post players of the Syracuse Orange.
So as Woolfolk tries to extend the lead to as many as 3, we'll remind you that Saturday on ESPN at 4 Eastern, 3 Central, number 8 Houston hosts UCF in a big one in the American. Then it's number 5 North Carolina tied atop the ACC now, taking on Clemson at Littlejohn Coliseum. Both games are also streaming live on the ESPN app, so you can catch them anywhere at any time, especially with that Watch ESPN app. So the lead up to 2 for Florida State here. And back to that Clemson-North Carolina game. Big one for the Tigers at home for their NCAA tournament hopes. And a big one here today for both of these teams for ACC seeding. On the women's side of things, as both the men and the women get set for their conference tournaments in just a couple of weeks. Mangakahia dribbles down the lane, 10 to shoot. That effort short from Sissoko. Woolfolk bumped by Sissoko on the drive.
Send Naja Woolfolk back to the free throw line. 17 fouls already on Syracuse. Florida State will be in the bonus. Just the first personal foul on Sissoko. Woolfolk on the season, 73% free throw shooter. Woolfolk already 3 of 4 from the line. Now make it 4 of 5.
Make that 5 of 6 as the lead goes up to 4 for the Seminoles with 2:46 left here in the half. Sean Davis and Melissa Bruner, Alexandra Wendling as the Seminoles stretch the lead to its largest margin at home. That ball knocked away. Wilkinson comes away with the turnover. Credit Kaya Gillespie, I believe, who got her hand in there. Knowles look to push inside. Woolfolk splitting a pair of defenders.
What a move from Naja Woolfolk, taking it in amongst the trees. And then just that quickly, Syracuse right back down. Digna Stratmana outruns everybody from the Seminole defense.
Tempo picking up. Kick out to Gillespie for 3, too strong. Knocked away. Simmons with the rebound. Mangakahia with the find out to Lewis for 3. Timeout, Florida State.
And that's the danger in transition. If you take quick shots and you miss, Syracuse can rebound it and get out and run in transition and find their own threes.
So the lead cut down to 1. We'd been surprised that we hadn't seen as many orange threes, but now we see one from Kiki Lewis to cut the lead down to 1.
Yeah, a little surprising, just 4 3-point field goal attempts. This is a team that averages 9 made threes, and they shoot about 30 3-pointers a game on average.
Syracuse, and you got to credit Florida State's defense coming in with a lot of turnovers, tremendous ball pressure, limiting those opportunities and those looks. But as you mentioned, you take quick shots and you get back in transition, or you allow a team to get back in transition, those opportunities are right there, and Lewis had all kinds of time to line up that shot.
Syracuse shooting the ball so well, 70% from the floor, 14 of 20 from the floor for the Syracuse Orange. No need to shoot threes if you're getting layups.
That'll tell you the quality of basketball we've seen. They're shooting 70% from the floor. They're trailing by 1.
Yeah, Florida State, on the other hand, shooting just 41%, but getting it done from the free throw line are the Noles, where they're 12 of 15, or 80%. There's a good look from Nikki Akamu there. Just a little too strong.
Sissoko driving from the top of the key. Now here's Lewis working on Lassiter down low. Lassiter with the rebound.
Impressed with Kiara Lewis, though. Her ability to get to the rim and her athleticism has really shown here early on for Syracuse.
Looked like that ball might have got kicked out of play. So it should remain Florida State basketball. Stratmana checking out for Syracuse. Gillespie mid-range jumper, good.
Gillespie shot so pure from right there. Just a nice little turnaround, in rhythm jump shot. Gives the Noles a 3-point lead.
Foul call here that should go against Morgan Jones.
Just the 4th team foul. One more foul on Florida State will put Syracuse in the bonus.
Courtney Weber will check in for the Seminoles as Jones makes her way back to the bench.
Morgan Jones, that was her 3rd personal foul.
Sissoko looking for 3. Big offensive rebound from Mangakahia, who gets the roll to cut the lead to 1.
Kahia, just 5'6", comes up with a huge offensive rebound for Syracuse.
Quick hands as well, knocked the ball away from Akamu, who gets it right back and over to Gillespie.
Gillespie wisely pulls it back out. Doesn't want to get caught in that frenetic pace that Syracuse wants you to play.
14-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock here in the first half. Gillespie tried to lay it in, couldn't get it to go. Seminoles fight for another offensive rebound. This time Wilkinson with it. 2 to shoot. Gillespie too short.
Gillespie, if she'd had a couple more seconds, would have been able to shoot a little bit better shot, but with that shot clock winding down, had to kind of throw it up.
And Mangakahia will earn a trip to the free throw line, down by 1.
Mangakahia is so good off the dribble, has really been able to get dribble penetration all night long. Been able to finish in the paint or get to the free throw line. Also has 3 assists.
So we're tied once again, and the Orange have a chance to take the lead. Seminoles have 2.3 after this free throw to try to utter some sort of response. Gabby Cooper checking in, Sissoko checking out. Only personnel change for either side. So 2.3 for the Seminoles, down by 1 here at the end of the half. Lewis knocks it away. It'll remain Florida State basketball now with 1.4 left in the half.
Lewis recognizing that the Seminoles trying to get the ball in the hands of Nikki Akamu.
And Akamu will dribble it out. So a 1-point lead here at the half for number 17, Syracuse. It's been a back and forth couple of quarters of basketball, and it has been a real impressive showing for the Orange, who've been shooting around 70% from the floor. Alexandra Wendling will be standing by in just a matter of moments, and I believe she's ready to go. Alexandra?
All right, Coach. Digna Stradame had that nice transition bucket with 2 minutes to go. What else do you need to see out of her for the rest of the game?
Well, it's not just about her, it's about our whole team. We got to continue to run and pressure. That's what our game is right now. We got to speed this game up.
And Tiana hit those 2 free throws at the end there to give you guys a lead. How important is it going to be to stay poised?
It'll be very important. We got to continue to play our game, play fast, and attack.
And what's the message going into the locker room?
Just attack. Keep attacking. This is our game.
All right, Coach. Good luck.
All right, Alexandra, thank you. Folks, don't go anywhere. Don't log off the Watch ESPN app. We got one heck of a basketball game. Cuse by 1 on the road. November.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right on that, Sean. I think, this team really has shown signs of growth throughout the season. These young Florida State players like Nikki Akamu, Naja Woolfolk have really grown up and grown into their roles here in Tallahassee. They had played limited minutes in their first 2 years behind, 5 seniors last year that all went on to play professional basketball. And a player like Kaya Gillespie steps right in and takes on a share of the scoring load as well.
So Florida State, you saw the numbers on the left-hand side of the screen. 20th in the RPI, big wins over the likes of Miami, NC State, and Iowa down in the Bahamas. So some quality wins over quality opponents. Charlie Cream has them sitting at a 5 seed. So a season that started with some question marks has the Seminoles projected as a 5 seed, and now they take the lead over Syracuse to start the second half. Mangakahia has been phenomenal for the Orange. always question marks whenever you bring a kid in from the JUCO ranks to see if they can deliver at the D1 level like they were able to deliver at the JUCO ranks, and she has done more than her fair share in that regard. Came away with the offensive rebound. Her teammates couldn't pay it off, so Florida State with an opportunity here to stretch the lead. Cece Lassiter in the lineup for the Seminoles here to start the second half.
I mentioned Florida State has done a very good job of handling the ball against this press, forcing Syracuse to have to play offense in the half court.
5 to shoot here for the Seminoles. Woolfolk lost the handle. 1 left on the clock, and that's blocked. It'll be a shot clock violation.
Good defense that time by the Syracuse Orange. Rotating out on shooters, not allowing dribble penetration lanes, forcing that shot clock violation.
Mangakahia with the pass down to her teammate. Finkley got the roll.
She's going to get to go to the line as Nikki Akamu tried to step inside to take a charge, but was inside the restricted area. Also, I don't believe that she gave Finkley time to land. Sue Semrau asking for that explanation, but I think that was the correct call on that one. Finkley with the free throw. He's now got 6 points for the Orange.
So a 2-point lead now for number 17 Syracuse on the road in Tallahassee. Sean Davison, Melissa Brunner, Alexandra Wendling, our entire ACC Network extra team here with you. Back and forth they continue to go. Somewhere in the neighborhood of 13 tied scores, 10 lead changes. Akamu no good. Woolfolk the offensive rebound and putback.
Aja Woolfolk has done it all for Florida State, handling the ball, getting into the paint for dribble penetration, and then coming up with big offensive rebounds. But so has Tiana Mangakahia. She makes a nifty play there for the easy lay-in for Miranda Drummond. First points of the game for Drummond.
I was going to say that was an excellent dish to Drummond.
Drummond last year against Florida State had a career-high 38 points up in the Carrier Dome. Has to be a bit of a moral victory for Sue Semrau's squad that that's the first points of the game for Drummond.
Spin move, Myers down low, can't get the roll, but will earn a trip to the free throw line.
Let's see who that's on. If that's on Finkley, that will be her 4th. It is not. It will be on Miranda Drummond. Couldn't tell if that was 22 or 32. Syracuse catches a break there as it goes on 32.
Sissoko checking in, and Drummond, as you mentioned, collecting the foul, will check out. And we're tied again.
12th time in the game that we have been tied. The largest lead for either team was Florida State was up 6 briefly.
High-low pass down to Finkley. In and out. Picked off by Mangakahia.
Stepped right in the passing lane there, did Mangakahia.
Tripped up there by Woolfolk.
Aja Woolfolk picks up her 3rd foul there. She's going to have to go out. She's got her feet tangled up. Mangakahia was trying to make that move in transition.
So the Seminoles send her out and bring in Morgan Jones, who also has 3 personal fouls. And we're set to get back underway in a tie ball game. Shelby Tabdi can't get it to go. Stratton Mana is able to finish.
It's a big offensive rebound for the Syracuse Orange.
And a takeaway here by Mangakahia, who lays it in, and the lead now 4. So in the span of 5 seconds, a tie ball game has become a 4-point Orange lead.
Florida State just with an uncharacteristic turnover there.
Good ball movement, Gillespie for 3.
That'll get the Noles right back into the game. Good inside out there. Everybody collapsed down as the ball went inside to Myers. She kicks it right back out for the assist to Gillespie.
Mangakahia in and out. Morgan Jones a big rebound. Chance for Florida State to take the lead here. Kamu puts it on the floor. Now here's Jones on the drive. Will earn a trip to the free throw line.
Also earned that foul on Jaldi Tabdi, and that will be her 4th personal foul. So I have to imagine Quentin Hillsman going to go deep into his bench. Speaking of deep into the bench, 3 Seminoles set to check in. That's the entire bench for Florida State.
Yeah. Savannah Wilkinson, Naja Woolfolk, Courtney Weber sitting at the scorer's table for the Seminoles. Finkley also checking in, as well as it looks like Lewis. So we're tied once again, a chance for Florida State to poke back ahead. In and out. Tipped by Wilkinson, knocked away. But guess who? Mangakahia coming away with the rebound. All by herself, down low, and now the lead back to Syracuse.
That's the danger with a player like Mangakahia. You don't want to overhelp because then she makes the nice assist pass, but you also don't want to just let her have layups either, so you have to choose which is more deadly.
Pass out to Jones on the drive, knocked out of play. Seminoles saw a lot of contact. They wanted to call against Sissoko. Excuse me, that was Finkley that got tied up there with Morgan Jones.
I think Quentin Hillsman saw enough. Gets Finkley out of the game, doesn't want to risk the option that she might pick up that 4th personal foul.
Marie Paul Fapasi checking in for Syracuse. Morgan Jones going to get seen by the trainer.
I believe she's got some blood on her. I think it may be coming from Mangakahia again, who was bleeding earlier in the game. Looks more like they're tending to the shorts of Morgan Jones. It's not actually on her body, just on her clothes.
And so we're set to get back underway. 9 left on the clock for the Seminoles. Down by 2 at home to number 17, Syracuse. That ball's deflected, knocked away. Akamu does a great job of getting it back. Gillespie from the elbow, can't get it to go. Stratmana with the rebound, and now here comes Mangakahia. Are you kidding me?
Mangakahia just slicing through that Seminole defense.
How good is she? Akamu for 3. In and out. Knocked away, I believe, off of Woolfolk's chest and out of play. So it'll be Syracuse basketball, and we will head to a timeout. Syracuse on the road, stretching their lead to 4. Sort of reaction, but we'll just say I'm blushing. But great to see them here. They have been supporting this team and this program for quite a while. And a real thrill to see these young Seminoles, at least for them, playing so well. And they've been playing well tonight. Stratmana's trying to stretch the lead. Good defense there by Gillespie, and that'll be Florida State basketball.
Both teams trying to get the ball into the paint here in this 3rd quarter. That was Stratmana. Seen Florida State try to get it inside to Myers and Gillespie.
Ball knocked away and out of play, and it's going to be Syracuse basketball. That is the call from Denise Brooks.
Semrau can't believe it.
Stacey Lassiter laid off, didn't even try to corral it. She could have made a play on it.
It was last touched by Nikki Akamu. Syracuse will get another chance on the offensive end.
Wow. If Syracuse connects here, that would be their biggest lead at any point today, and what a momentum shift that would be. Mangakahia looking down low to Strop Mana, who will earn a trip to the free throw line.
Good execution there by the Syracuse Orange. Florida State switched the ball screens. Syracuse knew exactly what they were looking for inside. Mangakahia with a nice bounce pass to Strapmana.
Strapmana represented Latvia at the FIBA European Championships and at World Cups. So a veteran on the international stage. Has been a welcome addition to the Syracuse lineup and makes a couple of big free throws here on the road in Tallahassee. The lead as big as it's been for Syracuse at Florida State, now up to 6.
I like the ball in the hands of Naja Wolfold. Florida State had a couple of turnovers there.
What a drive from Morgan Jones. Laying it in and one.
We've seen Morgan Jones put it on the floor and get to the rim 3 times already today, showing her athleticism, and was undercut after she finished. Will go to the line for the and one. Foul on Fopasi.
Syracuse jumped early. Seminole fans caught it. They weren't happy about it, but Morgan Jones was able to make the free throw, so same result. The lead now down to 3. And the Seminoles find a stop here. Mangakahia trying to shed Akamu. Looks like the foul is going to be called against Nikki Akamu.
Akamu with the arm bar on Mangakahia. Seminoles have had difficulty all night long keeping Mangakahia in front of them. 17 points for the junior from Australia. Got 5 rebounds and 5 assists as well.
Here she is on the dribble drive, laying it in to extend the lead to 5. She can hurt you in a multitude of ways as Akamu tries to shed her, and she gets an acrobatic lay in to go.
Akamu finishing through some contact. Looked like she was trying to draw a foul there. Officials say play on, but she finishes the shot. Keep the lead at 3.
Can the hot hand stay hot for the Orange?
Yes, it can.
Wow, the lead up to 5, courtesy of Tiana Mangakahia. And the Syracuse Orange looking good on the road tonight.
Really want the help side to have to come because she's so good at finding her teammates if the help side comes. So Florida State going to have to find an answer for Tiana Mangakahia.
21 points tonight for Tiana Mangakahia. The lead up to 5 for the Orange. A big possession here for Florida State. And a bump will be called against Cooper.
Cooper there just a little too aggressive, trying to defend and put ball pressure on the freshman Morgan Jones. Florida State will get a new shot clock here. Try to break that 2-3 zone.
And the Seminoles shift the momentum in the last 3 minutes of the third quarter. Can Syracuse continue to put the pedal to the metal? Specifically Mangakahia. 10 to shoot here on this possession for the Seminoles. Gotta go. Myers, spin move down low. What a move from the freshman Myers.
Nifty move from the freshman Myers. 15 points now, 4 of 6 from the floor. Got 3 rebounds. Shooting well from the free throw line as well as the freshman Myers.
Mangakahia, step back 3, in and out. Fight for the rebound. Bumped off of Morgan Jones' head. Sissoko comes away with it. Now here's Mangakahia operating from the wing. Lewis on the dribble drive. Sissoko down low, guarded by Valencia Myers, and she's able to get the lay in to go over Valencia Myers. And a charge called against Naja Woolfolk.
Mangakahia didn't look like she gave Naja Woolfolk a chance to come down. I'm not sure that that's a charge. Let's take another look. Sue Semrau is furious with the officials right now. Wow, I sure don't think that that's a charge. Mangakahia was set, but she has to give Naja Woolfolk room to land.
Right.
And that's what Sue Semrau is asking. That's number 4 on Naja Woolfolk, so that's a huge foul for the Florida State Seminoles.
Cece Lassiter set to check in. Woolfolk's got to be careful here. Akamu able to knock it away into the hands of Woolfolk, so the Seminoles come away with the ball anyway. Akamu now driving down low on Cooper, gets the roll.
Nice play by Nikki Akamu. She's come to life here late in the third quarter. A couple of big dribble penetration moves and strong finishes at the rim. Florida State 4 of their last 4 from the floor.
Mangakahia hearing it from the Seminole faithful. Can she block out the noise and come away with it? And a jump ball called. It'll remain Syracuse basketball, but again, Nikki Akamu coming alive defensively, offensively, forcing that tie-up. 16 will remain on the shot clock for the Orange.
We're going to have to bring back Cece Lassiter into the game. As Naja Woolfolk had picked up that 4th foul. Can't afford to risk it in the third quarter. Nikki Akamu now going to draw the assignment of guarding Tiana Mangakahia.
And Mangakahia from behind the screen is able to connect from deep. Her first 3 today. The lead up to 6 as Morgan Jones is bumped on her way to the basket.
Send Morgan Jones to the free throw line, I believe. Foul on Sissoko. Syracuse is in the bonus. Excuse me, Florida State is in the bonus. That is 5 fouls on Syracuse.
Yeah, both teams in the bonus, so free throws from here on out through the end of the third quarter. Big ones here for the freshman Jones.
Jones is just a 51% free throw shooter on the season. Freshman now 2 of 4 in the game.
Sue Semrau still continuing to explain her side of things to Denise Brooks.
It's such a big call,
yeah.
And it forces Naja Woolfolk, who's been your leading scorer, to have to go to the bench.
Wild shot from Mangakahia, another tie-up. It'll be Florida State basketball this time.
Cece Lassiter in there with the hustle play after a big offensive rebound for Syracuse. It's now even up on the boards, 21 rebounds apiece. A big steal from Mangakahia.
Kamu tried to pick it right back. Inside the final minute here, the lead is stretched by 1 for Syracuse. Mangakahia makes it 8.
Unbelievable performance from Mangakahia.
Timeout FSU.
Already 27 points for Mangakahia, and we still have got a quarter left to play.
Yeah, the lead now 9 rather for Syracuse. That was a 3 from Mangakahia. And the Seminoles in danger here with the Orange making a big run at the end of quarter number 3. A huge possession here for Florida State.
Mangakahia is so good at reading that screen. Florida State had been chasing around the top of that ball screen, and that was what was allowing Mangakahia to get to the rim. That time, Cece Lassiter looked like she wanted to try to go under and was expecting a teammate to hedge the ball screen. When that didn't happen, Mangakahia just read it perfectly. Knocked down the step-back 3. 27 points for Mangakahia. 2 of 3 from beyond the three-point line. 11 of 15 from the floor.
So congratulations, Seminoles. You kept Drummond quiet, but now what are you going to do with her? The lead for Cuse at the half was 2. They are going to extend the lead. Question is by how many at the end of quarter number 3? The freshman Valencia Myers will earn a trip to the free throw line. Stratmana picking up the foul.
There's a little 6-0 run all by Tiana Mangakahia for the Syracuse Orange. And now Valencia Myers with a chance to try to cut into this lead.
Syracuse can hold for the final shot of this quarter after these free throw attempts from Myers. Myers has quietly had a really solid showing today, and she remains perfect from the free throw line, now up to 16 points here through 3 quarters.
Ties her teammate Naja Woolfolk, for the team lead from Florida State.
Mangakahia will handle it now inside the final 15 of quarter number 3. The lead now 7 for the Orange. Mangakahia, top of the key. Here's Cooper from the wing. Mangakahia now on the dribble drive on Myers, working down low, sending it out wide, knocked away, and Florida State with tremendous defensive effort there. That shot won't count. The lead 7 for number 17, Syracuse, at number 22 for the State. Reach their postseason once you start getting toward May. College baseball, college softball starting up. MLB opening day is coming up pretty soon. It's a really fun time. The Masters is right around the corner as well. Should be a lot of fun these next few months in the sporting world, and this should be a fun quarter ahead here in quarter number 4. Stratmana with the look out to Cooper. Now back inside to Sissoko, and she'll bank the turnaround jumper off the glass. So
wow,
the
what
lead
a play
now
from
9.
Sissoko there to hit the bank shot in. Not sure she called that one, but it's a good shot, and the lead back out to 9 for Syracuse.
The lead has been as large as 9 for the Orange. Valencia Myers. The pass across the entire Syracuse defense, knocked away by Mangakahia, who keeps it and scores. And the lead up to double digits for the first time for either side, now up to 11. Here's Ikamu through contact and 1.
Every time it feels like Syracuse is about to pull away, it seems like Nikki Ikamu takes the ball the length of the floor and makes a play to keep Florida State in this game. 29 now for Mangakahia. That's the most the Seminoles have allowed all season long to an opponent.
So look at this Florida State lineup on the floor right now. Woolfolk now checking in as Ikamu can't connect on the and 1 attempt. But there's a freshman down here in the lineup who's been growing up a lot this season. She's had a solid night. We'll see if she can continue to grow up and play good defense down low for the Seminoles. Sissoko off the mark, and a rebound here from Morgan Jones, another freshman seeing increased time for the Seminoles. And now Ikamu for 3, top of the key, too strong. Tipped by Gillespie. Let's see who that call goes against.
Maybe they're going to give that on Kiera Lewis. Gillespie had crashed the glass hard. There was a Syracuse Orange trying to keep her off the glass. Semrau calling the timeout there, was afraid of the 5-second call.
So while the Seminoles take a timeout, we'll take a timeout right with them. Syracuse on the road, leading by 9.
They've got some versatility in their game. They're getting it done from the paint. They're really getting most of that from the dribble penetration of Tiana Mangakahia.
So we'll see how these last 8:29 pan out in Tallahassee. Ikamu getting it into Myers. What a great play designed there for the inbounds. So
well executed inbounds play for Florida State as they get mismatched. They get Valencia Myers matched up with Tiana Mangakahia. Myers with the size advantage inside and makes the Orange pay.
Got a good ball moving here by Syracuse. Mangakahia guarded by Morgan Jones. Now here's Cooper from around the free throw line who got it to go. Knowles once again beat the press. Morgan Jones nearly lost it. Foul called on the floor.
That's a hard collision down there too. A couple players slow to get up. They're going to call the foul before the contact in the paint. Foul came early, but then I believe that's Jaldi Tabdi there trying to step in and take a charge and undercut Morgan Jones in the process.
Pretty dangerous, too, for Jaldi Tabdi, who has 4 personal fouls. Speaking of 4 personal fouls, Woolfolk has 4 as well. Her 3 attempt off the mark. That ball knocked out of play by the freshman Jones.
And Jones sacrificing her body. She's on the floor the previous play as well. That time going for an offensive board. Crawling on the floor trying to keep that ball in play.
Crowd's gone quiet here in Tallahassee. The lead 9 for Syracuse. Mangakahia with it. She's been a big reason for it. She's going to try to take the lead or actually extend it to 11, and she does. But these fans are looking for something good. They're looking for some sort of spark from their Seminoles, who've been able to provide through the first 2 and half quarters. But it's been all Syracuse since Woolfolk with those 4 personal fouls, battling hard down low. And maybe that could get something going for Florida State. Their 12th offensive rebound. They've won the battle of the boards for most of the night.
Florida State trying to switch things up there on the ball screens. Mangakahia has been able to get to the rim whenever she's wanted to tonight.
Well, Jones got her hand in there. Mangakahia brings it back across. 10 to shoot. Excellent move. Put on the brakes and made the jumper from the free throw line.
Mangakahia, just a junior, but is draft eligible. Be interesting to see this kind of performance, what that does to her draft stock.
Gillespie through contact gets it to go off the glass.
Strong take from Kaya Gillespie, the junior.
The old-fashioned 3-point play, perhaps, for the Seminoles in order here. Gillespie will have to cash it in from the free throw line, but that can cut the lead down to 8. Kamu and Woolfolk heading back to play defense after this free throw. And the lead is down to 8.
Gillespie with 16 now for Florida State. Yeah, Florida State might mix things up a little bit. It looked like a little bit of a trap there, trying to get the ball out of the hands of Mangakahia.
Jaldi Tabdi could not come away with the easy lay-in, wide open opportunity. Talk about wide open. Kiki Lewis and Morgan Jones lays off the rebound. It'll roll out of play, and it'll be FSU basketball. Big possession here for the Seminoles.
Seminoles caught a little bit of a break there. Mangakahia passed up the open shot to give it to her teammate Kiki Lewis.
Can the Seminoles cut into the lead even further? It's bounced between 9 and 11. It's down to 8. And they have an opportunity here. That ball's knocked away, recollected by Ikamu. Woolfolk on the drive. Now the pass out to Ikamu, who lays it in and one.
Ikamu takes it right in the paint again. Finishes through the contact. Foul going to go on Mangakahia, just her second. But that is 5 team fouls already on Syracuse, so Florida State will be in the bonus for the remainder of the game.
And that is not the player you want to send to the free throw line if you are Syracuse. It is now a 5-point game, and that crowd who was quiet about 2 minutes of game time ago are now getting on their feet. Here's Kiki Lewis driving from the wing. Double teamed and getting the roll. Another big shot and a big moment from one of these Syracuse players. Lead now 7, another big possession for Florida State. Can they keep pace? Can they cut the lead even further? 20 to shoot. Inside out pass. Now here's Woolfolk looking back into Gillespie. Guarded by Jaldi Tabdi. Now here's Woolfolk on the drive, and she'll get it to go.
What a strong finish by Naja Woolfolk. Kind of showed the ball to Mangakahia, got her off her body a little bit, and then finished on the opposite side with her left hand.
20 points for Woolfolk. Mangakahia was frustrated there, and now she's traveled.
Florida State ratcheting up that defense a little bit. coming out with the trap.
The 12th turnover by Syracuse.
Florida State, I think, thought that was going to be a media timeout. We've already had the media timeout. It was the one called by Sue Semrau earlier, so play will continue here. Don't go anywhere.
Wide open look, Woolfolk. Yes! Down to 2. Just the third 3 tonight for Florida State, none bigger. One possession game with 4.5 left. Mangakahia looking to Sissoko, driving on Gillespie, in and out. Knocked away, big offensive rebound. Mangakahia has it knocked away. Here comes Woolfolk with her 4 fouls, pulling it back out, spin move. Got the roll, we're tied.
Wow, what a play by Naja Woolfolk. Didn't want to risk the opportunity to get a charge. Fade away from the contact and hit the little fadeaway jumper, and Quentin Hillsman will call a timeout.
What a game and what a run by Florida State. We are tied for the 15th time today. Now it's 79 with 4:13 left. Big shot after big shot. And surprise, surprise, once again, it's Naja Woolfolk stepping up against another top 25 team. 25
points now for Naja Woolfolk to lead the Seminoles. She's got those 4 personal fouls, but playing fearless right now is the junior from Fort Valley, Georgia.
A 7-0 run for Florida State now.
And that's just over the last minute. It's actually a 13-2 run for Florida State over the last 2.5. What a game we are seeing here tonight at the Tucker Center. A lot on the line, and you can tell by the way these two teams are battling it out.
Mangakahia, who has 29 points herself. With it now, here's Kiki Lewis. Inside 4 minutes. Drummond back in. Cooper driving from the wing, guarded nicely by Morgan Jones. Now from the free throw line, off the mark, rebound Wilkinson. A chance for Florida State to take the lead.
Seems like Florida State has kept the ball out of the hands of Mangakahia in the last few possessions and forcing somebody else to beat them from the floor, but there Mangakahia with a big steal, knocking it away from Kaya Gillespie.
I was going to say, guess who with that strip? And now guess who to take the lead right back?
Yeah, Tiana Mangakahia says, give me that ball, let me take this one back over.
How about Woolfolk now driving in from the wing? Woolfolk short, collecting her own miss, putting it back up, and tying it again.
These two are putting on quite a show for the fans here tonight in Tallahassee. Oh, and blow for blow, Mangakahia and Naja Woolfolk.
Stroutman are left all alone on the baseline to take the lead. Haven't called her name in a while. Now here's Nikki Akamu. What a move, too short. Gillespie crashing in, puts it up, and will earn a trip to the free throw line.
I like the aggressiveness that I'm seeing from Nikki Akamu, though. She has put the ball on the floor and gotten to the rim over and over. Has been able to finish a few of them, has gotten some misses, but her teammates have been right there for offensive rebounds when she's missed.
Well, we mentioned, or at least you mentioned earlier, that media timeout that we took early fourth quarter. While we were taking that timeout, on your monitor, we saw a shot of Kaya Gillespie getting right in the ear of Valencia Myers, giving her a couple of those let's go fist bumps. And this team has put the pedal to the metal. They have indeed gone here over the last few minutes, and we are tied again at 83 with 2.5 in Tallahassee. Mangakahia guarded by Ikamu, giving it up to Drummond, who gets the bounce.
What a pass. Mangakahia falling down. Don't know how she even saw her teammate. But what a play from Drummond there to finish it.
Here comes that pressure, beaten by Woelfel. Gillespie working down low on Stratmanov. Tied again at 85.
What an offensive performance we're seeing here tonight. If you're one of those defensive folks that likes good D, I'm not sure this is your game, but it is an offensive battle tonight.
Crowd on their feet. Drummond off the mark. 1.5 left in Tallahassee. And now that loud crowd quieting down and firing up with a new cheer. Think they're having some fun? Inside 10, Gillespie through contact. Couldn't get it to go. Stratmanov comes away with it. Mangakahia putting the pedal to the metal through contact and one.
Ikamu tried to step in and draw a foul, but Mangakahia just explosive off the dribble. She got the bump. Before that, it was Morgan Jones, I believe, that'll be whistled for that foul. Mangakahia with the and one opportunity here. It's 4 fouls now on Morgan Jones.
A chance to make it a 3-point lead on the road. Big free throw, in and out.
Florida State stepped in early there. Valencia Myers, who just checked into the game, was trying to make sure she got in position for the offensive rebound. You don't expect Mangakahia to miss either.
Another opportunity. And this time she makes good. You don't need a 3 here if you're Florida State. A lot of their work has been driving down low, putting up a shot through contact, and that's exactly what Woelfel will try to do. She'll cut the lead to 1. Big defensive possession for the Seminoles, just as big offensively for Mangakahia in the orange. 88-87 inside the final minute here in Tallahassee. Big block and a foul.
That's a couple of freshmen there that just a little bit too much contact on Mangakahia, and showing why she's one of the best at drawing fouls. Gets right into the body of Morgan Jones. Actually, they call that one on Valencia Myers and not Morgan Jones. It would have been 5 on Jones.
I can say that's a good break for Morgan Jones. Just the second on Valencia Myers, but 2 big free throws here from Mangakahia, who makes the first.
Mangakahia, 86% free throw shooter on the year. 5 of 6, make it 6 of 7 from the line here tonight.
90-87. Syracuse on the road with the 3-point lead. Errant pass, and now the Seminoles have to think about fouling, and they do. And that is not the player that you want to foul.
And they foul Tiana Mangakahia, and it's Morgan Jones' 5th foul. She will have to go out. It'll get Sue Semrau a little extra timeout if she wants one. An errant pass, and trying to get the ball inside to Valencia Myers, and I believe it was Naja Woelfel that just threw it right over her head. An unfortunate mistake at a crucial time for Florida State. They've been pretty secure with the ball, just 11 turnovers before that.
So Mangakahia will head to the free throw line. Excuse me, no, that's just the 2nd foul on Florida State, so she will not.
You're absolutely right. I thought that I looked at the wrong side of the scoreboard and thought that Syracuse was in the bonus. They are not, so Florida State now still with 2 more fouls to give before that 3rd one will put Syracuse in the bonus.
So a chance here for the Orange to melt some clock and then still earn that trip to the free throw line. Florida State, who only had 8 healthy and active players here, now down to 7. Final moments here in Tallahassee. Syracuse trying to put an end to this Florida State run. Here's Drummond left all alone. It'll be Lassiter who comes over to Fowler. And now 19.7.
Three Florida State players had all gone with Tiana Mangakahia trying to come up with a steal. Doesn't matter who you foul at this point. Still can just foul anyone.
And it'll be Akamu who fouls Mangakahia. So that's the 4th foul against the Seminoles. So the next one will send somebody to the free throw line. The Orange will try to make sure it's Mangakahia who they get it into. Florida State will try to make sure it's anybody but. The ongoing discussion over here at the scorer's table, perhaps looking at the clock, also trying to make sure they got the right number of fouls. Now it's up to 4.
Scoreboard was still showing only the 2 fouls, so I think the officials were looking at that, wanting to make sure that the numbers were in fact correct, checking with the official scorer, checking with the book. I believe that there are now.
So that was the 5th
bonus.
foul. Yeah, so there you go.
I don't think that Florida State knew that.
And now big free throws.
Mangakahia going to go to the free throw line.
And she's money again. Her 34th point tonight. So as much as we talked about the last time these two teams met, in Drummond scoring 38, now it's Mangakahia perhaps scoring 35 if she can make this one. And she does. The lead now up to 5 and a timeout by Sue Semrau.
Sue Semrau probably going to advance the basketball here, trying to run something in the half court. I think if you're Florida State, still a lot of time left. I don't think you necessarily have to go for a 3 at this point. I think you can take whatever is available, but you got to shoot the first open shot that you can get.
Yeah, I got to correct myself, too. I looked at the wrong player over here on our scoring monitor. Mangakahia had 42 points.
Unbelievable performance. Got to be a new career high for her.
As a matter of fact, her career high is 44. That came against Georgia Tech last season. I also believe that's the 2nd highest by any basketball player in Syracuse history. So the chance to perhaps join her prior mark of 44. Seminoles are going to have to foul after this, so if they end up fouling her, she'll have a legitimate shot here to perhaps set a new career high and climb even higher up the list.
At this point, if you're Florida State, you got to think that the ball's going to be in the hands of either Nikki Akamu or Kaya Gillespie, Naja Woolfolk. Those are the 3 that really have done the most damage here tonight. Valencia Myers with an incredible performance tonight as well. 19 points, perfect from the line as Myers.
Got to get it in, and you got to move quickly. Akamu for 3. Off the mark, Myers with the offensive rebound, back out to Akamu. And then a foul there on the pass to Woolfolk. Fans wanted that Woolfolk 3 to count.
After the whistle, Woolfolk shot the ball. I don't think that one's going to play on, but it will give Nikki Akamu a chance to go to the free throw line, potentially knock down a couple of shots here.
Chance to make it a 1-possession game, and then it'll depend on who Florida State can foul and how quickly they can foul after this. And that's an untimely miss from a player who's been a more than solid free throw shooter throughout her career.
Akamu on the year, 81% from the line. Been a little off tonight, though. 1 of 3 from the line now for Akamu.
Now make that 2 of 4. And a timeout here by Syracuse. So the lead down to 4 for the Orange. And now just 11.4 left in regulation in Tallahassee. On the season. So final seconds here for the Orange in the huddle.
Also, it will be an important win for one of these two teams for NCAA seeding purposes as well. Both of them sitting about that 4 or 5 seed line. And again, the top 4 seeds do host the NCAA tournament. So this would potentially be a top 25 RPI win for either team.
It's Mangakahia who is fouled. Cece Lassiter. They're wrapping her up. And now Ikamu and it looks like Woolfolk are set to check in for Florida State.
Yeah, both Ikamu and Woolfolk had 4 personal fouls, so both were out of the game. Lassiter, though, also had 4, so that is now her 5th personal. She joins teammate Morgan Jones with those 5 fouls on the bench. Seminoles now with only 1 reserve left.
Yeah.
You can finish a game with 4 if you need to. Fairly certain Sioux Seminole does not want to have to do that.
Yeah, you're seeing the chess match over here, trying to figure out who goes where and who's left. Over on Florida State side of things, Mangakahia continues to just be money from every spot on the floor. Now a chance to tie her career high of 44 points at the free throw line. Mangakahia does that. The lead now up to 6. Writing appears to be on the wall. Seminoles have to push. Woolfolk pull up 3. Off the mark, and that should do it. Syracuse withstands the run, and they win it 94-88 at number 22, Florida State. What a game. Lots of momentum shifts back and forth they went. And Melissa, what a fantastic basketball game that showcases what 2 of these teams that are very talented, that have plenty of young talent, can do, not just this season, but moving forward.
Yeah, both of these teams with a young roster, a lot of juniors and sophomores on both of these 2 squads, and the future is certainly bright for both teams as they head into the tournament and ACC tournament as well as NCAA tournament and next season as well.
Yeah, so Syracuse and Florida State will move forward. Florida State will be at Georgia Tech to finish off their season. Syracuse already wrapped up their home slate at home against Notre Dame. They'll be at Boston College to wrap up the regular season before both teams head to Greensboro for the ACC tournament. Alexandra Wendling is standing by while the teams exchange their high fives, and what a gutsy win on the road by this Orange team.
What an outstanding performance by Tiana Mangakahia. 44 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds in the win for the Syracuse Orange.
And she's standing by with Alexandra
Tiana,
Wendling.
you're typically known for your assist, but tonight you had 44 points. What was it about this game that enabled you to be more productive on the scoring side?
Yeah, you know, they played a lot of they played a lot of man, and that really, like, I attacked the basket and I just looked to push the ball more than usually in a zone. So I think that really helped us, and everyone moving and off the ball really helped as well.
Congratulations on tying that career high tonight. Now tell me about, during the timeout, Coach Q talked about you guys needing to take a charge, and in the next play, you did exactly that. How did you and your teammates adjust to the aggressive style of Florida State?
Yeah, you know, we like to pressure them in the full court, and I think that helped slow the game down for them. So yeah, I think, you know, the pressure and just playing to the end really as a team, everyone, you know, contributing, getting rebounds, boxing out, all of the physical stuff, we pushed through to the end.
And obviously this was a big win for you guys. How are you and your teammates going to take this win into the ACC tournament?
Yeah, it's a great win for us, and I think we needed that. And I think, you know, going into the ACC tournament, it'll give us a lot of confidence, and we're ready for that.
Congratulations. Enjoy the win.
Thank you, Alexandra. Melissa, it's been a pleasure as always. And for Florida State, wow, the sky is the limit in terms of potential for this team as they head into the postseason and into the seasons ahead. So Florida State, young, picking up plenty of good wins this season, but Syracuse gutsy late, picking up the 94-88 win here in Tallahassee. For Melissa and Alexandra, I'm Sean Davison saying so long from Tallahassee. This has been a presentation of ESPN.